D.C. Trace, over to you.
We are following developing news at the far end of the newsroom. First came the ACORN scandal, and then Congress voted to cut off taxpayer dollars to ACORN. Well, now ACORN is fighting back. ACORN is suing the federal government. Let's get in here to Studio N, the senior correspondent Eric Sean, who has followed this from the get-go. Eric, what's the latest?
Trace, and as you said, ACORN is fighting back, and this is it. This is the 35-page-long lawsuit in which ACORN wants to restore its federal funding. It claims Congress violated the Constitution by moving to cut its money. The troubled activist group has been the target of numerous investigations, as you know, allegations of wrongdoing from voter fraud registration to improper use of federal funds for political purposes to those explosive undercover videos that show those ACORN workers helping the conservative activists they thought were a pimp and a prostitute. Well, that led to bills in the Senate and House to cut ACORN funding. The lawsuit says those efforts are illegal because bills that unfairly target one group are not allowed. The suit says ACORN has been the subject of, quote, heavily funded and orchestrated political campaigns, and it seeks to restore the funds and stop the ban. Lawsuit was also brought by the Center for Constitutional Rights. Its attorney, Jules Lobel, says, quote, it's not the job of Congress to be the judge, jury, and executioner. We have due process in this country, and our Constitution forbids lawmakers from singling out a person or group for punishment without a fair investigation and trial. Congress, as well as individuals and organizations, must abide by the rule of law. Well, there's been an estimated $53 million in federal funds going to ACORN since 1994. ACORN now says because of all this, it's laid off employees, shut offices, and drastically reduced services. The suit also faults some members of Congress, among them Republicans Darrell Issa of California and Steve King of Iowa. They've been very critical of the group. King's demanding an investigation. Well, a spokesman for Congressman Issa says the suit is a perfect example of how he says desperate ACORN is to maintain its financial sovereignty. Well, Congressman King told me that Congress has the perfect right to stop ACORN funding, and he is calling for more hearings on ACORN and broader investigations